There is no other company in the world that exists like us. When my father had a stroke and he finally came home from the hospital, we went out and bought him a scooter, and it changed his life. He rode everywhere, and we decided to take him on a holiday, leave his scooter at home, and just rent one. When we got to Maui, we were shocked, but there was no company that would rent us a scooter. And I remember talking to my brother about it, going, well, you can rent a car, you can rent a motorcycle, you can rent a crib, but why can't you rent a mobility scooter? And we thought, what if we started a mobility rental company? What if that was a possibility? We hired a web designer and we built a website. We put in an 800 line. We were definitely faking it until we thought we were going to make it. The very first call we got was for a woman who wanted to go to St. Louis, Missouri. And so I had to go down to the Winnipeg Library and look at the fiches, because the information wasn't even on the internet at that point in time, and flip through to find small home health stores and convince them that they could take one of their loaner machines and rent it to us. We didn't have anything, we just took a service fee for linking people up and figuring out our model. We were building something that had never existed in the world before. We wanted to be the Hertz rent-a-car of mobility equipment around the world. We didn't have competition from a national or international point of view, but we always thought that that's who we were going to be when we grew up. When I sold the company in 2019, we had 2,500 locations around the world. Most of my senior staff has remained with the company, and they have always told me that they absolutely love what they do, because we also were growing a company that was providing a service for people that changed their lives. The early 80s, St. Boniface Hospital Research Foundation we were building the research center. They dreamed up this idea of all these international award dinners, and we used to bring the most incredible people to Winnipeg, and they never said no. I felt like I had so many mentors that were really bringing me along, and I always say I think I got my MBA for free. I joined the board in 2015. It's probably the most incredible board I've ever sat on, and the most incredible staff. We just finished our fiscal year end. We raised just over $20 million this year. That's how generous this city is, and all of that money goes to cancer care. And it's such a great Winnipeg story. It makes me love this place. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2012, and I never stepped foot in the Scooter-Around office for one full year. I came in one day and they said they had a surprise for me, and I turned the corner and there was a poster, a mural of my father in his scooter, and underneath the caption is, "Love is what drove us here." I've got lots of work to do before I sleep, so to speak. I feel like I'm contributing and I still have value, and I don't think there's a slot that you have to think that I'm finished. I'm 65 this year, and I feel like I'm just getting started. You know, don't ever stop dreaming.